I had been around maybe just a couple of blind people in my life. I didn't know the struggles that they had. I didn't know the challenges they had. But then when it hit me smack in the face, it was totally different.
This is Hadley's Insights and Soundbites, where people facing vision loss share what's helped them cope and adjust.
My name is Emma D. I am 77 years old. I live in Illinois. My blindness occurred 4 years ago. It took me totally surprised. I went to the doctor like in November, found out I went blind in March. I had no time for preparation, and that's what bothered me the most, and I had to get past psychologically because I didn't have time to prepare myself. And I am an avid reader. I was a teacher, and I love to travel. I mean, travel was my thing, seeing things, writing down things, sending memos out to people, sending cards out to people. That was my love, and it kept me going for years. All of a sudden, I went blind. I had been around maybe just a couple of blind people in my life. I didn't know the struggles that they had. I didn't know the challenges they had. But then when it hit me smack in the face, it was totally different. It was something that it was hard for me to accept. I never really said, why me? But I did say, why? I went to the clinic up in Minnesota, Mayo Clinic. They told me that my blindness was hereditary, and it came from the maternalistic side. And I realized that. But it hadn't hit anyone but my grandmother. And right now, I'm going to be honest with you, I want to see right now. I miss the sun. I haven't seen the sun in 4 years. I miss my reading. I couldn't even write my own name. It's hard enough being blind and you feel sort of insecure and your self-esteem has sort of plummeted. Blindness is not only blindness. Blindness is psychologically, it's physically, it's mentally, it's spiritually, it's anything you want to say, because when you're blind, you have to start all over. The frustrating times that I run into is when I turn around sometimes and I get lost. You can get lost in your own home, and then I have to feel something to bring my sight back, and I just sometimes have to just stop and scream. And then I settle down and I pray and I touch something and I remember this is where I am. Emma, this is where you are. Settle down. This is where you are. This is something you're going through. This isn't the end of the road for you. You're going through it. So just deal with it with as much grace as you can. And that's how I make it on a day-to-day basis, knowing this as far as I'm concerned, and that's how I make it. I feel like I am alone a lot of times. Even though there's people sitting next to me, I don't know whether there's a chair here, a stool here, or whatever. So this vast darkness is just here. And you do feel like you're alone, even though a lot of times you're in a room of people, you feel like you're alone. Then sometimes you have people. I have a good peer group, and I got people all around me. I call my ladies. We can laugh together. We can pray together. They give me their experiences, and it feels like I am not alone. People have been my foundation. When I didn't even know they were here for me, they were here. And just a telephone call helps you through the day. Just a kind word helps you through the day. Just knowing someone thinking about you helps you through the day. And that's how I deal with my blindness.
You never know who might need to hear your story. To share, just leave a message on our Insights and Soundbites voicemail. You can call 847-512-4867 or record a message on your smartphone or computer and email it to podcast@hadleyhelps.org.